We got some not so good news from World Arm Wrestling Federation regarding some 7 doping cases from the last World Arm Wrestling Championship.
It's good news for those who are clean.
It's good news for those who are clean, yeah.
As always, like a party, not really party, but good day.
Yeah, it's someone just got second place and even first place, yeah. So 7 people have opened cases for doping violations. That means I think hasn't been any sanctions yet. They're open. One of those are Cody Spur, married from United States. He was the first guy since 2010 who has won WAF World Championship, and and he
like 2000, last year's WAF super heavyweight champion, right arm.
Maybe someone from this list is clean because there's no sanctions yet, but all of them has sample A has
first sample A
has tested positive. And we talked before about this. It's not like these 7 are the only ones who are dirty. There are, in every sport,
if you understand what's happening in arm wrestling, in sports of arm wrestling, there are just a few competitions
where there are doping tests.
And World Arm Wrestling Federation or WAF World Championships are one of them, or actually almost IFA did.
From what I know, IFA did tests, and from what I read, it's 10 tests. If someone knows like correct number, please leave a comment.
But
down.
No results yet.
No results yet, and I heard they did 10 tests in.
It was 40 tests in WAF.
WAF 40 tests, yeah, 40 in Europeans or 60 maybe. I think
even 60.
Maybe, yeah. There was a lot of tests. There was a lot of tests in WAF.
It's interesting with doping control this year that or last year that almost all those who tested positive are from veterans for master class.
Over 40.
Over 40.
Over 40.
I think one of reasons is because earlier or years ago they did
test.
They did testing only for pro athletes for a senior class.
It started 2 years ago when they started testing masters. So maybe these didn't know.
So athletes who know that they will be tested, they are watching it all much more careful. They are preparing for this.
Yeah. And
and one more thing, some of before usually they pick just one of top 3. So
now it's random.
I watched that some of them are like place 11 or 17. So they just let's go. Before if you are sure that you're not strong enough that you will place in the top 3 or somewhere close, you don't worry too much about doping control. It's not the case anymore. No, they can.
Now they take everyone, and that's very good for the sport. I think like when they started doing tests like hard, like a lot of tests in 2012. I think it was the first year where it was 60 or 40 tests, and it already cleaned out arm wrestling. And now it's going to be more and more and more. We need tests. We need competitions where they are tested, and we need athletes to understand. Don't come in competition if you are not clean where there are clean guys. That's ultimate cheating. We are 100% against using anything in the sport, and like go do it somewhere else. You know, there are competitions where there are professional leagues where there are no doping tests. Please go there, compete there. No problem with that.
So if it's a Zloty Tour right now, there are no doping tests in Zloty Tour. WAL, there are no doping tests in WAL.
Yeah.
Like many other competitions.
Most competitions, like a lot of countries, especially I know European countries, and for us too, we have random testing all the time. Vlad and Sandris, Latvian Wonder, they're both on Adam's list. So they need to specify for a whole year where they are, because they can anytime get tested. So they were the first 2 arm wrestlers to be picked from Latvia this year, so they are on that list.
So every week, every month, you have to write down where you will be, where they can find you.
I was competing in bench press. I did a doping test in December. They took my urine. They took
and
my
also blood test.
Yeah. So we are more used to this, so we don't think about like cheating and things like that. But like guys, just don't come to competition if you know that you can fail. This is 4-year sentence of you, and if for some it can be a lifetime sentence out of the sport. And it's not like other federation gonna take you. If some other federation
depends. Like 4 years, if it's anabolic.
It's anabolic. Yeah,
or
2 years. It's something.
it could be 2 years for some amphetamine or cocaine or something like that.
You can still party, and it's but again, it's 2 times. It's basically life. Some of these guys are facing like I know Cvetko from Bulgaria. He's in a court right now.
There are already a few cases lifetime ban. It's Abdullah Eldarov from Russia. I think it's lifetime ban. Zambala Tserio, before they said it's lifetime ban.
Then it was 10 years, now it's less. Yeah, it's very weird what's going on.
Last year he was pulling again in a Zloty Tour, so I'm not sure. Same with Cvetko from Bulgaria. It's second time, should be lifetime, but
it's like a lot of times when like I think one of the best examples is Levin. Everyone's like, oh, he's been on every year he got tested. Like he went to WAF Worlds, he got tested in Europeans.
Before he was competed regularly in Europeans and in Worlds, and also he did Zloty Tour.
Like and
last year or last 2 years, it's first years he's not going anymore
this year.
No,
2019.
First year he's not going to WAF
in
Worlds.
2018 he was tested on I think World Championship before he went to Zloty Tour. So there are athletes who are that good, and what they do after, it's we don't want to speculate on something. But arm wrestling is it's not like it's everyone is using what we read in comment section. Like everyone's using, you cannot be champion. That's complete utter bullshit. That's bullshit. Yes. Yanis has been doping free for all his career.
Yeah, I have been tested many times as well.
Yeah, it's and it's not like every time we get tested, like cheated again.
You said about doping tests from 2012. Actually, I think in WAF they started doping tests. 2006 was the first year.
Yeah, but there was
less in Europe.
It was less. And
less number.
I think that it was one of the first years when there was like 40 already, boom.
Yeah.
And I remember because I competed in 2012 and I competed with the same guys on 2013, and I'm like, you look twice as small as last year. Like, what happened, guys?
Yeah, and main thing, don't think that only those who are catch it, or at least they're suspicious about doping, that they're the only one who are using. Yeah. There are so many competitions around where there are just no doping tests.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of competitions where there's...
I don't know, in USA, is there even any competition in arm wrestling where is...
I think a few years ago they said there was first doping tests in their nationals. But it was like 2-3 years ago. Maybe someone can correct us. But yeah, for us it's a normal practice here in Latvia, in Europe, because it's European Union has been really fighting all these things, and especially like in Scandinavian countries, there's some hardcore. They can even if you're not competing, they can test you. They can just like, you look too big, come, let's do some tests. And I know a few guys that are already like banned from going to gym just because of this. So let's see how this clears up in time.
Stay clean.
Stay clean.
Train hard and love arm wrestling.
Yeah.